living in Korea. And 닭갈비 and I think not bulgogi these days. Yeah, 닭갈비 or sundubu, they really love the textures of soft tofu, soft dubu we call. Yeah, and they samgyetang also. Yeah.
Right.
Earthy soup.
Right. Yeah. Which I think it shows a little difference. Like Koreans always think that meat, they lean toward the beef and pork for being the best foods to eat, and then you see foreigners really like chicken.
Yeah, really.
Westerners, I should say. Westerners really enjoy chicken dishes, don't they?
Yeah, really. You know, samgyetang is also whole chicken.
Exactly. Yeah. Samgyetang and 닭갈비, so foreigners are really enjoy the chicken dishes. So sometimes I think it's very good to listen to, you know, as they're talking about, everybody's talking about exporting Korean food, right? Making Korean food popular abroad. And I think one of the first ways is to listen to foreigners and find out what they like.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Teach that first, you know?
Yeah. And especially they really love learning how to make gimbap or tteokbokki, which is street food. And they are so excited to learn, oh, we are making tteokbokki today, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
And that's another one of those dishes Koreans think, oh, foreigners don't like tteokbokki because it's spicy, but they do. Right?
Yeah, it depends people, but they love spicy food.
Yeah.
And they know the taste when they live here. And you know, we have a big project, which is globalize Korean food, right? And I think the basic thing, even instead of going, you know, outside of country, if we teach, you know, the foreigner who are staying in Korea, then they went back to their country someday, then they could, you know, talk about that.
Spread the word.
Spread the word, yes. And cook Korean food for their family and friends. Then many people could know about Korean food.
Listen to her, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to her. That is great advice. If you want to spread the word for Korean food, start with the foreigners who are here, living here, because they're going to go back to their country, almost all of them, right? When they go back, they will teach their friends and family about Korean food there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, great. And they end up being the Korean cultural ambassadors to the to the people in their country, don't they? Yeah. So you also did that TV show in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Did you find some differences? Because the Philippines, that's Asia. They're Asian people. Did you find differences in what the Philippine people liked and the Western people liked, or was it kind of the same, or?
You know, I found many similarity.
Okay.
Yeah, because when producer and cameraman, and there are many steps for the show, and they order the food to eat, and they order for me, and they, do you want to try this? And it's really similar to galbitang. And they have a soup.
You mean the Filipino food was very similar to Korean food?
Yes, some of dishes are very similar. Yeah, if I close my eye and, you know, take the soup, and it's just galbitang.
Yeah.
You know galbitang?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
And they knew what is the galbitang. That's why they could explain to me it's similar.
It's kind of like galbitang.
Yeah.
So, and the Filipinos, I guess, are, like, I recently went to Cebu on a business trip, and I saw all the Korean restaurants in Cebu.
Yeah.
So Filipinos must be learning a lot about Korean food.
Korean food and Korean culture, Korean drama.
Yeah.
And that's why, you know, I could do my own cooking show back there. And they love Korean food more than we expected.
Yeah.
So I think they are pretty much enjoying my cooking show because, you know, the Facebook, most of Filipinos are my friend now.
Really?
Yeah, more than Korean friends.
Oh, you're kidding.
They, you know, add me as friend.
They added you as a friend.
Yeah, I'm enjoying your cooking show.
How many friends do you have on Facebook now?
I can't count, but more than...
Thousands?
less than 1,000.
Less than 1,000?
Yeah.
Be careful, because you're going to have thousands if you keep doing TV shows and things like that.
Yeah.
You know what a fan page is?
Fan page?
Yeah.
On Facebook?
Yeah.
Ah.
I think you should change over to a page.
Oh, I
It's a
think
little
about it.
marketing difference. Yeah, I mean, someday we might teach about Facebook on this show, but anyway, not today. So you found that the foods that the Filipino people enjoy are a lot similar to Korean foods?
Yeah.
Many of them?
Not everything, but yeah, many of them.
And what about the Western people, or like people from the United States? Do they enjoy different Korean foods than the Filipino people, or same things pretty much?
I think pretty much same.
Yeah, okay.
But even Western, they have a short rib, which is galbichim. It's
Sure.
very similar,
Yeah.
and they really enjoy if there are, some kind of similarity, from, Western food and Korean food. And even bibimbap is totally different. Namul, they don't have namul in, Western.
나물.
Yeah, namul.
나물이 없나? We have
Namul, but I don't
Yeah.
even know how to call namul in English.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not just vegetable,
Well, it's leafy greens.
leafy green.
is what I would call them, yeah. Leafy greens. But leafy greens and namul, sometimes the namul is not green.
Yeah.
Right? 콩나물 is not
콩나물
green.
is not green.
Right? So, usually but like the spinach and the chinamul and all those kind of
yeah,
things.
yeah.
That I would call that a leafy green of
Yeah,
some sort.
고사리, how you call that?
똑같은 말 아니에요? 어?
고사리.
고사리. Yeah, that's a namul, but it's not a leafy green, is it? Yeah. So it becomes very difficult. There's no word that's exactly the same as namul in English. That's true.
Yeah.
Very true. And your time in the Philippines, did you enjoy it? Did you have any special experiences while you were on the show?
I have to wearing and keep changing hanbok or Korean apron. Yeah, hanbok apron. And when we have the guest, if we are shooting some kind of different episode, then I have to change again and make up different, and so it took long time, and we started like 9 a.m. and finished 2 a.m. Yeah, so long time because we have to finish, within a week for the full episode.
Yeah.
And imagine, teaching Korean food in English on the show, and the producer, they know